Tonight, we are starting with an ongoing investigation into excessive force in Swansea. The State Law Enforcement Division is investigating the Swansea Police Chief after a claim that he used excessive force while arresting a man. News 19's Tai Wong has those details.
What would you do if you get skinned up and beat up? You would sit back and let it roll over? Not me. Darn right, I'm pressing charges.
78-year-old Joe Phillips still bears the marks of what he says happened to him a little more than a week ago. Phillips has lived in Swansea all his life. Driving down Highway 321 is a routine for him. But March 30th was different. That's when Phillips says he was dragged out of his car by Swansea Police Chief Earl Williams at the station. Phillips says he went to the police station that day to report on an officer who Phillips says he saw speeding in his law enforcement vehicle. Phillips says the officer didn't have lights or sirens going to signal an emergency.
I was just stopped at the stop sign, and I looked behind me, and there's a patrol car back there. All right. Whenever the light changed, all of a sudden, the patrolman, he just flew by me like I was tied on.
At the station, Phillips says he spoke with Chief Williams and admits during their conversation, he called the chief a liar.
He said, "You under arrest." I said, "No, I ain't under arrest, because I ain't done nothing. I sit right here in my truck in my seat, and I ain't moved." Then he grabbed my peg leg, which I got a false leg right there. He called it and tried to pull me out. He finally pulled me out by it, twisted it up and everything, and skint me all up. You see my arms right there, everything. You see my head, all that split up. My leg right down there, skint up.
After the incident, Phillips filed a complaint with the town. Swansea Councilwoman Doris Simmons says she's never received a complaint in the past.
We're trying to protect the people and the town. We want to make sure that everything is in place and the way it's supposed to be.
Simmons tells News 19 Council is considering a meeting to discuss next steps. As part of the process, SLED is investigating this incident. We reached out to Chief Williams for a comment. He declined an on-camera interview, but did provide a statement saying in parts, these are totally false accusations and they will be shown to be sane after the investigation by SLED. Reporting in Swansea, Tai Wong, News 19 WLTX.
Phillips was charged with resisting arrest. He is scheduled to be back in court next month.